I just don't understand how they're going to be able to fit all these people up here. It's an impossibility. Here in the center part of the island, we're already at 3 lanes on each side plus a turn lane. So a 7-lane highway for an island. I mean, that's ludicrous. I mean, this is just going to destroy Guam as we know it. On one side of the road, it's going to be the military buildup, and on the other side of the road are going to be some of local families who are probably our poorest on the island, and so they're building $600,000, $700,000 homes for military people on one side of the road, and on the other side of the road you have people in lean-tos, in tin huts, and some there. And I'm embarrassed to admit it, there are still on Guam, just across the street from where they're going to build all of these 600,000 and 700,000 per unit military housing units, are homes that have dirt floors. And my concern is that this have and have not philosophy is really going to drive a wedge between the military and the local community. When you have that kind of economic differences just across the street from each other, I'm not sure you're going to feel safe to come out of your enclave or your base when you realize the abject poverty that exists just directly across from you.
Was there any zoning taken into consideration when these decisions were made?
No. Right now we're on a 4-lane road, but right up here it's going to go into a 2-lane road. When the military builds up on this side, this is going to be a 6-lane highway, 3 on each side and maybe 7 with a turn lane in the middle. To accommodate, well, I think they're going to have 25,000 people travel this way to get to Anderson, because they don't want them going out on Route 1, because Route 1 is already oversaturated with traffic. You see the 2-lane here, starting here?
Yep.
1 in each direction.
That's how I remember Guam.
Yeah, this is the Guam that
we all grew up with,
and this is the Guam that we all love, and this is the Guam that, as tourism chairman, I want the people to come and see. But all of this green space is going to be lost. You know, the military, when they had, until they decided for this buildup, were really good guardians, and so was EPA. Some local families had some beautiful land up here that they owned down towards the beach, and they wouldn't allow the local people into it because they were protecting endangered species. And then back there at that naval base, they decided they wanted to put up this big satellite something or other. But in order to be able to put up the big satellite, it meant that they might end up killing 23 of 31 bats.
Wow. And these are endangered?
Endangered. It was on the endangered list, and for years families couldn't even get down here because of the fact that the fruit bats were endangered. So look at how beautiful this growth is. And all of this is going to be taken down and turned, I mean, it's going to turn this whole part of the island into one concrete jungle or asphalt jungle. And this is where they want to take the firing range, along this side and shoot out towards the ocean.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
No. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm surprised nobody's taken you out here to see what they're planning on doing. I mean, it's criminal. I mean,
it is.
The thing about in Okinawa that upset me was the fact that there was just a completely different lifestyle the other side of the fence.
Mhm.
When you land in Okinawa, even apartment buildings have these huge water tanks on their roofs,
Mhm.
so they can store water in the event that there's a water outage.
Mhm.
But then when you go to the military base, there is the homes do not have a the military houses don't have the tanks on the roof.
Why?
Because I found out that the status of force agreement that they have has the Japanese government providing water and power to the base. The Japanese federal government pays for the water and power, and they're assured that water and power will always exist, will be provided. There's no.
So the Okinawans are second-class citizens on their own land.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that's the thing that just disgusted me, and I just said, there's no way that this is going to happen on Guam, and it's already bad enough as it is. But to compound it would be unforgivable.